There you go. You did it. You just finished the object-oriented programming section of the course. We can finally jump into functional programming, and then talking about composition versus inheritance, and then finally comparing object-oriented programming with functional programming, when to use what, and some of the pros and cons. But in this section, we learned some really interesting things. We learned about the this keyword, the new keyword. We learned all about prototypes, but also how we can simplify things using ES6 classes. We learned about languages that are class-based, like Java and C++. But we also learned how JavaScript can become a language that works with classes. Although it uses prototypal inheritance, it can still create classes and act like an object-oriented paradigm. We also learned object.create. For those that want to avoid using classes, there are ways around it. And we also learned about private versus public fields, something that JavaScript is definitely working towards and will be important as the language grows and in order to really solidify the object-oriented principles. Speaking of principles, we covered the 4 principles of object-oriented programming: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. And at the end of it all, we learned how this programming paradigm allows us to structure our code beyond just simple procedural code, but code that is well thought out, well organized, so that as it grows, it's easier and easier to maintain, to extend, and to reason about. Hopefully, now you feel like you've gained some superpowers, and you're finally able to use OOP to become a better programmer. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.